So I'm still getting some tomatoes from the crop that I planted months ago. I believe I started these in May here. I had them as sprouts at the house and then I transplanted them here. So I've had one full picking from all of these, and then this is the second fruiting of them. So the ones right here, these are Roma tomatoes. Beautiful. You have one back here that's ripe, but it has split. Hold on, let me pick it for you. Split. So that's not gonna work out. But these are much smaller than what they were bearing just a few months ago. So that's that second bearing for you. So after the plums, the Roma plums, I have Cherokee purple. Again, these have gotten quite ripe. I wasn't able to come out to the plot for the past couple of days because I was not feeling well. So the tomatoes have gotten very ripe. So I'm gonna pick those as I'm leaving. Again, much smaller than they were in the first picking. Those were huge, and I love that. But these are continuing to put on flowers. I'm gonna start picking those flowers off because we're not gonna have enough time for them to come to fruition. So I'll start clearing this up. This is a little knob of ginger that I had put in the ground just to see if it would grow. It is coming up. I put it in there weeks ago. So it is coming up. Let's see if it turns to anything. These are some sweet potato slips that I planted months ago. I think the beginning of July. And they're coming up in different ways. I don't know if they're getting enough sun. So they're going a bit slower than I would like them to go. These are 5-gallon grow bags with 1 to 2 slips each. And you can see these 4 are kind of smaller compared to these 2 at the end right here. So a lot more foliage, longer vine, as you can see, growing up there. Everything looks a bit dry. I'm in zone 7B and it's been quite warm. It's finally cooling down probably a week or so ago, so it's not dehydrating the soil as much, but it's still very dry here. So I need to do a good watering before The newest excitement for me has been this pumpkin vine. Planted this a little over a month ago, I would say. And so I have it running up this trellis right here. I've gotten one beautiful little pumpkin here. I don't know the variety. I've been trying to kind of figure it out, but this is the size. So heavy and pretty and beautiful and round. It's starting to have a tinge of color. You can see from the side it's getting a little bit yellow. So that's a good sign. This is what the underneath looks like. It's also getting a little bit of color here. So yeah, if you can tell me what kind of pumpkin this is, that would be great. I've never grown pumpkin or squash before, so not quite sure what to look for. I've seen a couple of these little ones come on as well, and they haven't stuck around. So I don't know. A lot of these areas have been affected by bollworms. So I've been cutting them off as much as I can to try and keep the vine healthy. I don't know. These guys are terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I'm thankful for that one pumpkin, and if it will stick around, I'll be so excited. Here's another little guy right here. Another little one towards the end. And so the vine goes 2 ways. It follows the path of the trellis and comes this way. There's also another side that goes along the front. So let's see what that looks like. So this is the front of the pumpkin vine. There's another section coming around here. And and it looks pretty healthy. That's an old collard green plant that I've had all through the summer. I cut it all the way back because it was completely decimated by bugs. You can see how they're messing with the leaves here, so I had no intention of picking any more leaves off of this. But yeah, so this is continuing along here. I just saw when I walked in, there's another little baby. There's another baby. So that's exciting. I hope and pray that continues. There's another little boo-boo right here. So yeah, I'm excited. Very, very excited for that. This riot of leaves right here is the sweet potato patch intertwined with the squash. So I've been planting slips in here as well as in the grow bags. These are what the ones planted in ground look like. They look very healthy, very vibrant, and I have dug around the base of a couple of them because I am nosy, and the potatoes are forming. So I planted these the beginning of July. Again, I'm in zone 7B, so they should be ready to go by the beginning of November. I'll keep track of that, see what they look like, but you can see they're really entangled down there. This is exciting. I have heard that you can eat the leaves like spinach. I haven't tried that. I just want to leave them as is and see what the harvest looks like. And if it works out well, then I will do some more for next year. So that is part of the fall planting. Another part is some peas and beans that I have planted. So over a month ago, I had planted some Tanya's pink pod beans, and something happened and it got broken. Came up really tall and got broken. So I planted some more. This is one little seedling here, and then two more here. So I'm going to transplant these to another bed or even a grow bag. We'll see which one works better because they're being crowded out by the potatoes. So those are beans. These are peas. These, you see the sweet potato vine in here too. I don't have anywhere else to put them. But these are Florida conch peas. They're growing up really well. So I had planted them all in one row tightly together, and then I separated them some weeks ago. So you see how tall they've gotten. They're spreading out, they're tall, they're looking very healthy. So I'm excited for that. These are bush peas, as you can see. So they should not need a trellis. I've never grown peas before. Peas or beans. So let's see how this works. These are the ones that were next to them, and I transplanted them over onto the other side. So they're a little bit smaller. But they're still coming up. Still look great. And a couple more back here. In here I've also planted some carrot seeds. They're taking their sweet time coming up. At least I hope that's what these are. We'll find out in a little bit. But they've been very slow to come up. Very slow indeed. Not sure. Maybe the soil is too dry. I don't know. So hopefully those will work. I planted some of the carrots back here as well. It's the back side of the peas. Nothing has germinated yet, so that makes me nervous. I don't know if they died or what. I need to water this area really well. The next section, this again the back side of the peas again. I planted some chard. They've been coming up nicely. I think I'm gonna plant a couple more seeds, just to make sure. And one itsy bitsy collard is coming up. So I'm going to definitely plant some more of those seeds. I have some space here. So I may transplant the Tanya's pink pods here, or just forego the carrot idea and put them back here. I'm not sure yet. I have to figure that out. But yeah, I'm definitely putting some more of the collard seeds in here. Need to make that work. And we're back to the back of the sweet potato section. I just love how healthy and lush it looks. I seriously hope that the sweet potatoes will work out. I had, in the spring, I had planted regular potatoes in these 3 beds. And it was a very disappointing result. Didn't get any potatoes that were edible. And so I'm hoping and praying that the sweet potatoes will be different, because they're not the same thing. Sweet potatoes and regular potatoes are not the same thing. So I'm hoping that these guys will be able to handle whatever's going on with this soil. And again, the pumpkin vine is here. So yep, that's what's going on at the plot for the fall. Hopefully y'all are having a great planting season, harvest season. Again, if you have any idea what this beauty is, definitely let me know. I had just gotten the vine from a free plant pickup area, and so it didn't have a name on it or a variety on it. And I'm just excited that it's working and growing. So if you have any idea, let me know. You see the size. Let me know what you think it is. And yeah, happy gardening. Let me see what's going on in your area. Alrighty, bye.